everybody, this is Rico and I am back again on your screens. Hope you guys are doing well because there's so much going on in the world. If you agree with what I'm saying or if it resonates with you, give me a like. You can also dislike. It's okay, I will still be here. I will not be hurt. I am all for different opinions. Subscribe. Click the notification bell so you can see me in my useless rants about East Asian pop culture as well as other current events. China is going through a whole lot of action with the Grim Reaper. He is visiting them and he is just getting people and giving them invitations and taking them away to his personal party down below. And I am shooketh. I'm not ready. We are now going back into an investigation about an airplane called the China Eastern Airlines that crashed about a month or so ago. And 132 people perished on this plane, and no one knows what happened. It just randomly dropped out of the air and crashed perfectly into some mountains near a country village. And people saw it, and people were looking, they're like, oh, maybe it's extra food, because we kind of need it at the moment. No, they looked at it, fell down, poosh, and everything went everywhere. There's footage of just flames on this mountain. There are people that were taking footage and just finding like pieces of the wing. And many people, they're wondering what happened. Why all of a sudden that this plane that flew perfectly for miles and miles in that Pacific spot all of a sudden wanted to fall so fast and just go down. The victims' families want answers. I honestly didn't know what to say when I saw this. I was like, what happened in the cockpit for it to change so fast? So people have gone and they're trying to find remains, trying to find bodies. They found the black box that records what goes on, in the pilot's room. And they listened to the recording finally, because it was still intact, but they had to go in and, check the chip and everything, and it took months, like a few weeks or so to finally get everything in order. And there is a recording, and it is someone, I believe it's the pilot, saying that the plane is doing what it was supposed to do. So this was a death trip, basically. So, people are now speculating that this was done on purpose. But why? What was the point? But it was so perfect. It's like there was a target for the plane to just fly into the mountain, to just go down into the mountains. And this, I feel like it's just a part of a whole big thing that's going on. It's so much death. We have on the other end a whole 8-story building that fell down, that had like a hotel and all these other things in it. They're searching now for bodies with that, and there are people screaming under the rubble. This is very common in China, where buildings just randomly all of a sudden just go, I'm tired of standing up, this is too much weight. That's literally what they do. Because there's so much corruption in the construction process that, they just make buildings any kind of way. is so flimsy, cheaply made. So it's like we're still investigating that. Buildings are falling over. They're still in lockdown. Many Chinese people are like looking through the bars and like, look at the rest of the world. They're open and we are here trapped with no food, molded food if we do have food. People still telling us, you know, just to shut up and be quiet. And meanwhile, leading up to this, there were still planes crashing into mountains. What is this? What is going on? Is this still like a plan to get rid of the population? That's scary. That's so scary. That innocent people who thought that they were gonna get home safely were a part of this plan. 132 people. And they didn't know that they weren't gonna make it to wherever they were trying to go, to their homes, to their destination for a trip. That they were gonna perish. The people in that building that toppled over didn't know that they were gonna be trapped under rubble. You never know. It makes you feel so cautious about going places and looking around you. I've always been a cautious person, you guys. So I look around me. I know what's going on. Even when it seems like I don't know what's going on, I am very aware of my surroundings because so much happens and there's so much eerie stuff that feels so out of place. And you're like, you know, is this my last day? Because I stepped accidentally into something that is of no control of my own. But next thing you know, my life is gone. So, you know, it's like, whatever this is, them crashing planes, them locking people down so that, you know, they can attack each other, so that there's so much divisiveness just in China. You know, like this has to stop. And it's scary because you don't want this or any ideas of this to bleed over to any other parts of the world. China can keep that. Don't want no parts of it. Don't want any type of bright ideas for anywhere else in the world. Please, no. Don't do that. Because I don't think with what's going on in the world with the wars and still all these other problems that people can handle that, and we are gonna have a whole lot of problems. So you guys, this is a lot to think about. How do you feel about this crash that happened that was just so random? Do you think that this was orchestrated? Who do you think orchestrated it? Do you have theories of your own? Put them below. Follow my social media, mostly my Instagram. Also have a blog on East Asian pop culture. The link is always down in the description box below. And let me clear my throat. Remember, be real, stay real, live in the real, and I will always be back. Thank you for watching. Thanks for your comments, your likes, any kind of opinions. Love you guys. You will see me in the next video.